Hello, and welcome back to the series where we have no maidens and a hard task to accomplish. Welcome back to Girls Cafe. And it's Sunday. Oh, everyone has a day off. And so do we. So I am curious about what will happen today. Sunday. Finally Sunday. No work today and nothing to do, which means I can finally catch up on some lazing about I've been missing out on. Oh yeah. Let's not close our recording again by pressing space in the recording software instead of the game. That, and there are a couple of cardboard boxes that I've yet to unpack. Ooh. The box, okay. With no big plans though, I don't have a rush into doing anything. It's actually quite nice too. Not having to pull myself out of bed and go into work. Don't get me wrong. I like it at the cafe, but sometimes I need a little me time. There's an old saying that goes, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. To some extent, that's true. I've come to love working with the girls at the cafe, and I'm so glad I'm able to be their manager, even with a crazy owner hovering in the background. I don't have the same exhaustion that I would at some factory or a low-level office job, but it's still work being a cafe manager, and not every day is a good one. Ah yeah, it sure as hell beats some of the stuff I've done over the years, but work is work. That's why I intend to enjoy my day off. Grabbing the remote, I flick on the TV and flip through some channels. Huh? What's this? Some kind of magical girl anime with an overly violent and sadistic protagonist is currently airing. Magical girl anime with an overly violent and sadistic protagonist. I can think of something that catches the tone. I guess we all can. It's a very basic one. With a lot of contracts, I guess. But not where the protagonist is sadistic. I'll sit back and watch a few episodes. It's good enough for me to crack open a beer and get properly comfortable with it. I'm wondering, I got the achievement of being lonely last time. Could I have spent the day with someone? Do I really spend the whole day alone because of bad choices? Just watching anime? This is too much. This is too real. I'm sorry. This is too real for me. With their chain smoking habit and over the top violent tendencies, it's more than enough to have me laughing out loud from their antics. What is this? I need to get it. I'll watch a bit longer until I can note down the title. Turns out the network is running a marathon of the show. Cool. I keep it on in the background while I finish unpacking. Something to keep the day light and enjoyable. Thinking back to the previous night and the celebration we had, I'm almost a little sad that I'm spending the day alone. Are you rubbing it into my face, game? I've gotten so used to being around the four mates that to actually be by myself, it's somewhat isolating. I miss Sana's kindness, Ayasa's energy, Ayasaka's quick wit, and I even miss Nanase. For what I thought, I'm not sure. I'll be honest though, I think Ayasaka is worse. Not worse. More dangerous than Nanase. Because Nanase has times where he kind of meets me halfway and actually is nice, while Hayasaka is one non-stopping train of mean comments and me having to be the butt of the joke and all. Oh well. The girls probably miss work too. Yeah, they say it's like home to them, though I guess a time off? Though they have their schedules, so girls deserve more days off. The girls probably miss work too. I would say from what I know so far. I could be dead wrong, but I would say everyone might want to be in the cafe. I could imagine that. The four mates treat the cafe like a second home. It's quite common for people to become attached to their workplace and the people they work with. But what Senna, Ayase and the others have, it's more than just love of the job. More than camaraderie. There's family there. As happy as everyone was getting the day off, I can't help but wonder if any secretly would rather have come in to work. Or maybe I'm just overthinking things. This is gonna be the shortest episode. The day passes with a little excitement. I rub up my unpacking and break down the empty boxes for recycling. There's nothing like having a job well done. Even better, the apartment finally feels like a home. A place for everything and everything in its place. Another one of them saying I heard growing up. My parents sure were a fan of using such adages to teach us obnoxious kids a lesson or two. Surprisingly, it worked well. I can't believe how many I've managed to remember. To wrap up my day, I finally get a hold of the moving company regarding that mistaken box that's been hanging around. They apologize for the mix-up and promise to pick it up first thing tomorrow. And as luck would have it, none of my stuff is missing. I just gained an extra box. When I finally sit down for some dinner, that same anime is still airing and I have no clue what's going on anymore. Flicking it off, I enjoy the remainder of the evening with some food and another cold can of beer. I should get days off more often. Should you know? Oh, come on, nothing more of the box? Maybe I reacted in the wrong way. I should have said it's odd. Yeah, I still remember that choice. I knew it was a bad one. I'm not making many good choices, do I? Days off sure are nice. Sunday turned out to be a relaxing day with a bit of cleaning, some anime and a whole lot of nothing. What? That was goes for today. I would... We'll just continue. I guess the day could have been longer if some choices were different. If you want to see it, get the game. It's great. You're seeing this. I don't think I will play another route. I could be wrong, but I don't make any promises on that. Seeing how long it can actually get. But yeah. Try it for yourself. I will do eventually at some point in the future, see for myself if that was supposed to be a lonely day or it could actually have been more entertaining in some form, like shopping with Hayasaka or doing workouts with Ayase. You know, those things. Let's continue. 8 minutes or not many. Sunday turned out to be a relaxing day with a bit of cleaning, some anime and a whole lot of nothing. Just how days off should be. No emergencies with customers or missing mates, just peace and quiet. Today, the cafe has a few customers scattered across the tables, but is otherwise pretty slow. It's still early in the morning, so there's plenty of time for things to pick up. Poking around on my computer, I go through some emails to catch up with anything missed from Sunday. It takes me a little to no time to respond to people. Fortunately, Sundays are usually pretty quiet in that department. I'll take a quick peek at our social media just to see the interactions we are getting. It's an easy hole to get sucked into, so I've come to limit myself to only checking in the morning and before close. But while I'm on, I may as well toss a little announcement out there. The ovens are on, the doors are open, and our girls are back. Come on down and see your favorite mates at Girls Cafe. I read the message to myself after typing it up. Gotta keep up appearances. Posting the message, I'll linger a bit longer to see a couple likes and replies coming through the feed. Come in! Senna won us in, wearing that same smile she always does. Senna-kun, good morning. How was your day off? It was wonderful. I spent some time with my family and did some modeling work. I wanted to thank you again for giving everyone the day off. As polite and grateful as always. People could learn a thing or two from Senna. Don't mention it. You girls do so much for this cafe. You deserve it. Maybe someday it will be a regular thing. We'll all work hard until then. How was your day off? I hope you enjoyed it. Don't you technically have every second day off? Yeah, it was a bit of a lazy day for me. I unpacked some boxes I'd been ignoring and some other cleanup. Finally got the movers to grab a box that wasn't mine as well. Oh? Did you get someone else's things? Yeah, but just one box. All of my stuff was intact. That's a relief. It seems so long ago that you started here as a manager. It is hard to believe. I've been working at the cafe for a good few months now. Whoa! Oh wow, what a time skip. It feels like yesterday I wandered up to this building with Senna handing out flyers. Where does the time go? You sound like an old man when you say that. I burst out laughing. She's not wrong. I could ask the same and I could feel the same, yeah. As long as I don't start sprouting gray hairs, we'll be fine. Anyways, how is everything out there? Everything is fine. The customers are coming in steady. But we're low on the triple cherry chocolate frosting. I don't think we'll have enough to last us the day. Shoot, should have caught that Saturday. I could have had it ordered and picked up before work. It was meant to be our special tapping for the day too. Sorry, this is my fault. Should have ordered that Saturday. Let's see. I scanned through a couple files on my computer to see what we have on hand. While I'm on, I send in an order for the triple cherry chocolate frosting as well. That way I don't forget about ordering it. If we run out then, how about we use the strawberry fudge twist frosting? That's a popular one. That's a great idea. I'll let Ayase-san know. Thanks. Let me know if you need anything else. The game really thrust Senna upon us. Maybe that's why I didn't choose him. Because at every opportunity, the first person we meet, the one who always comes into the office, the one we started out having the calm talks with, it's why are you doing this game? Senna smiles and nods her head as she steps back out and closes the door behind her. Okay, not the greatest start of the vacation. Could be worse. If that's the worst thing that happens, then I can handle some missing frosting. Already handled, in fact. The day comes to a close, and soon I'm the last one in the building. The days fly. Oopsie. The days fly past quickly. What was that? I'm sorry. The day comes to a close and soon I'm the last one in the building. The girls have left, the tables are empty and the evening glow of the sun is shining through the windows. Despite all the bumps we've gone through, things are finally looking up. I crunched some numbers earlier and we should be making plenty to pull this little cafe out from debt. I breathe out a long sigh of relief. Things could always be better, but at least the girls don't have to worry about their job. I'm glad I kept my mouth shut from the cafe's finances. As difficult as it was, I just would have worried over nothing. Yes, like I said. Now that things are looking up, I better get going. There's a couple reference books I'd like to grab from the bookstore. Those placemats we did a few weeks ago, while on the cheap, were lots of fun. Everyone enjoyed them. I want to do more activities like those, but need some inspiration. With everything looking up, I close up shop and head out into Akihabara. With the dust settling, a few weeks pass by. Life continues at Goats Cafe. What? I was scared for a very brief moment there because This sounded like the end of the game. Like, yeah, we're not dating anyone, but the cafe is out of it. End of the game now. Have one ending. I don't know how much longer it will go on, but I hope we will see a few more episodes. It's another Monday, another start to another week. Yet another Monday. Wow, we're skipping time. Another start to another week at Girls Cafe. By now I'm more than settled at this fine establishment. Even better, the money is slowly accumulating, the girls are enjoying themselves, and I've become quite content with the place. Arriving at the cafe this early means I knock out some of the opening tasks before Ayase and Senna arrive. Anything I can do to help the girls out, I'm more than willing. Well, better get the day started. The morning isn't getting any younger and the girls will be arriving soon. I head back into the storage room to pull out the promotional displays when suddenly I hear the phone ringing in my office. What the? No one ever calls at this hour. Something going on with those suppliers? Maybe one of the girls can make it. And here we go, picturing the worst scenario yet again. I'll brainstorm a few ideas of why my phone is ringing as I unlock the office door and hurry inside. Hello? Girls Cafe, manager Kento-san speaking. And here he comes ruining our mood. Good morning, Kento-san. I see you've been busting your ass for this place. Oh, hello. It's been a job and a half, but we've got it under control. We've? Of all the people to call, it's the owner. I haven't heard from him in weeks, maybe months at this point. To be honest, I rather enjoy the peace. From thinly veiled threats to outright blackmail. I would not lose any sleep if I never heard from this guy again. Here we are. That said though, this sounds like good news. After all the effort I've put into this cafe and totaling up the numbers myself, we've got to be sifting pretty good right now. Yeah, the girls and I. Don't know where I'd be without the four of them. It's been rough getting this place turned around, but they've put just as much effort into the cafe as I have. That's actually why I caught you. I knew it. We did it? No, I'm worried. I'm pessimistic here. I don't wanna press space. No. A wave of relief hits me. Too soon. Between penny pinching and the supplies to halving the work, he wants more money. My worst fear right now is him just saying, yeah, you know what, you're doing so well, I'm going from 50% to 60%. How is it? For me, of course. I don't like him. This cafe is running at a fraction of the cost it did when I first started. Oh, wait. Yeah, we are crunching and crunching. The money doesn't generate itself. We have to do high maths, look around every corner, not to mention that we have everyone running on half the days. The owner doesn't know. This person just sees number go up. A number go up is good, so number can go up more. I'm scared. But if we're out of the red now, perhaps we can start bringing more maids into the cafe again. And maybe one more. I still have my eyes on Kazumi. Wait till Ayase and Sena hear this. Thank you so much. For a while I honestly thought we wouldn't make it. But with the help of the girls and some number crunching, we actually... Mother... I want to scream. I just want to head back, turn around, throw myself into bed and scream into the pillow. It's a fictional game. It's not even that. But this fictional character makes me so angry. So unreasonably angry. Oh, I would much rather have to put up with another fantasy scenario of Hayasaka. Not just because of the, like, I have the screen black, not even for the picture we saw, but it's not enough. What? Surely we've put at least a dent in the cafe's debt? A long pause follows over the phone. I know these types of pauses all too well. It's the sound of someone's brain piecing together the message that will turn someone's life upside down. You certainly have, Kendra-san. And if I'm honest, you've done far more for this cafe than I ever thought you would. Well, I might just reconsider making you pay for my child's education. He has a good laugh at the comment, but it sounds forced. Just what are you trying to tell me? Another long silence follows, and I hear the faint tapping on a keyboard on the other end of the line. I can't keep the cafe at a loss anymore. It's become too expensive. I'm very sorry, but we need to close. Wait. Yeah, if he could sell it to me, he would make the most awful price. Like, there has to be a way I can steal it from him. Everything stops. We're closing. The words hit me like a wrecking ball. Everything that we've done, all that hard work, down the drain. No, this isn't happening. We've worked too damn hard. But that doesn't make any sense. Since I started, we've adjusted ordering practices. We've cut the staff down by half on weekdays. The girls and I updated the cafe's website for free. And with our increased online presence, we've seen customers growth by double digits. I ran the numbers myself. We are making money. You are making money. But you don't have the full picture. I do. What is the full picture? You have access to operating costs, shipment fees, and salary compensation. The loans I took out just to get the place off the ground are what you don't see. How much do we need? I'll pay for it myself. You don't have the money? We're still behind Boy Rothy. 9.6 million. Oh, wait, yen is more. Like, wait, let me do a quick, let me open a tab. Yen to euro, because I have no idea what the yen is. Maybe the other way around. Like, what is 1 euro? 147 yen. So, can I type in 9.6 million? 9.6. 96, 960, 9,000, 90,000, 900,000, 9 million. Would be 56,000 euros. Which is quite the number, yes. And in terms of business? I mean, no one has this lying around, but it's at least not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's still bad. Just not as bad as I thought. I press myself against the nearest wall for support. That's more money than I'll make in a year here. Same for all the girls. If that's what we still have to pay, can't help but wonder how much we actually paid off. Is there anything we can do? I'm sorry, Kenter-san, but I'm stretched thin as it is. I've got mouths to feed, colleges to pay for. Now what? Ask the question more to myself than to him. Now you need to start looking beyond the cafe. Everyone does. But you can stay open till Sunday. That will give everyone some money and time to job hunt. So fast. Everything is happening so fast. I don't know what to say to him. A slight breeze will blow me over. What am I supposed to tell everyone? Tell them whatever you want. Long as they understand the situation, that's your job. How much? How much of that load did we actually pay off? I want to know. What is even 1,000,000 yen? Did we even make a dent in the thing, or were we just spinning our wheels and getting nowhere? How much did we... Wait, with the answer, take it with a grain of salt, because you have to calculate the expenses, and not just the education for the children, like the beach holiday and all as well. I didn't forget that. Oh, I hate this guy. With everything you did, I'd say you guys knocked it down by about 4,000,000 yen. Wait. Oh, it was okay, it was 1 billion before. Wait, is there a thing as 10 million, or is it a billion straight away? I actually don't know right now. I usually just go for big numbers in idle games, and there I don't care because, yeah. No need to remember it, the game does it for you and it doesn't matter anyway. But, anyway, we have... So if this was like 2 months maybe working, and the decisions were pretty much immediate, so the 2 months count full, and the 4... oh god, I can't calculate it down. But yeah, that will take a while. That will take multiple years. Yeah. Although 3 or 4 years maybe. I don't want to put out the calculator right now. That's nothing to sneeze at, but it's not enough either. I'm sorry, Kenter-san. You put up a better fight than I thought you would. I am impressed. He tries to console me, but I don't care. I failed. I failed Ayase, Nanase, Ayasaka, and Sena. I failed the customers that come in every day to see the mates they love so much. If only I knew the full extent of our debt. Maybe I could have done more. Cut some pay? Now that would have pissed everyone off. Maybe it would have helped. Well, yeah. Of course you would get immediate ideas and all, but panic ideas never really help anyone. Kenter-san, are you there? I get so lost in thought that I forgot I'm still on the phone. Yeah, sorry, what was that? Nothing, just take it easy for the next week. You did a bang-up job, all of you. I'm sorry it had to end this way. Yeah, me too. The owner hangs up after that, and I drop the phone back into the desk. I'm so blown away I can't even think. How? All the numbers. I stared at where bills the cafe had fallen behind on. The only loans I'd seen were the ones taken out to catch up on the bills. Just what the hell was that other 9,000,000 yen for? Damn it! Is he even honest with us? Oh no. Kendra-san, is something wrong? None of the ovens are running. The ovens, yeah. One of the opening duties I usually take care of is getting the ovens preheated for baking the fresh pastries we offer. Not that it matters much now. Thinking about it, I was prepping the promotion at this place when the owner called. I haven't done much of anything since I arrived. Somehow, I don't really care. Oh yeah, you know what, it's normal to be lost for 5 minutes. Like, the phone call is just over. If Senna wouldn't have rushed in immediately, we just could have like caught up on our breath and continued from there. And now we have to confront this situation. Heads on. Genter-san, you're scaring me. I turn to her and realize I must look like crap. Sana-kun, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Uh-huh? I stare into her eyes and see the concern and the confusion. I want to tell her everything, I need to. In fact, it almost spills out. All of it. But now is not the time. The girls should hear it together. It's only fair. I'm delaying the opening of the cafe. Could you call Hayasaka-san and Narase-kun? Ask them to come down as well? Oh, of course. Thank you. Senna nods as she turns away from me and steps out of the office. To give me privacy, she closes the door behind her. I'm thankful for her gesture and finally drop into my chair. I would say it's the best it was Senna to come around. The most maid-like to just, yeah, alright, I do, and leaves. Otherwise, this would have been a mess. I eventually hear muffled voices from outside my office. Ayase must be here. Fortunately, the blonde doesn't step into the room. Senna probably warned her against it. The best I can do is to collect my thoughts before the other two arrive. They'll all be demanding an explanation. They deserve it too. Pulling out a sheet of paper, I scribble down a few points from my conversation with the owner. Over 9 million yen debt. Open till Sunday. Work schedules are whatever they want. I guess it doesn't matter who works when at this point. We're closing, so the hell with saving money. If not enough of the girls will work, then we stay closed. I'm not going to force anything on them. Never experienced the joy of firing people before. It's part of the managerial process, but to do it under these circumstances, it turns my stomach. More voices emanate from outside my office. They must be here. Well, here goes nothing. Clutching my set of notes, I take in a deep breath and get up. A wave of nausea hits me, but I ignore it. How I feel is the least of my problems. I can throw up later. He is efficient. I like that. Aww. What's going on? Whoa, they even changed into uniform. Oh my. The groggy Nanase questions me the moment I step out the dining area. Glancing between the four, I see the same question written over each of their faces. No use in dancing about the subject. Might as well get it over with. I just had a phone call with the owner of the cafe. Is it related to the money you wanted to save here? Yes, it is. I'm afraid I have some bad news. The cafe is closing. What? How long? This isn't permanent, right? Ayasaka glances at the silent Nanase and then back to me. Her Nanase, the leader of the pack, is shriveling up. She's lost, confused even, as she gazes right past me into nothing. She knows the answer to Ayasaka's question. Surely all our efforts have done something. Why, with all us working part-time, that only equates to 2 full-time mates versus 4? Senna's math sound. Don't count the weekends when she's right. But I already argued that point with the owner. It has helped, but it's not enough. The cafe is still over 9 million yen in debt, and the owner can't hold on to it anymore. It's closing for good? Yes. We can keep the place open till Sunday. After that, we're out of a job? A long silence falls over us all. The truth sinks in and I unfold the paper I'd brought out just to distract myself. I'd already gone over the major points. Now it was up to the girls as to what they wanted to do. Whatever hours you girls want to work, that's fine. If you don't want to work, that's fine too. I'll do whatever I can to... How long have you known about the debt? No way he just sprung this on you. I wince at the question. Of everything that could have been asked, that's the one question I prayed wouldn't come up. Wait, no, that's unfair game. This is the point I won't play any longer. Because, let's be honest, this is Girls Cafe. Of course we have this drama point, but it will get better later. We have the luxury of knowing it's a game. But the fine details are what I like, because the way it went so far, pretty good. But if you take the blame for knowing about the debt, I'm gonna pull out my whole explanation from the last celebration. Because we didn't know about the debt. We knew about the small part, the pilots of delivery and whatnot he talked about. Only today we learned about about the real depth. We were just in the dark like the girls. I know the game won't see it this way, and I think it's absolutely unfair. Because either it's, yeah, we knew about it, like the whole thing, and we're the biggest liars to them for the whole time, because with such a number, of course no amount of work would save it. Or we say that we didn't know and look like a liar even more, because we did know of some of the depth. Or this tension could have been for nothing, and the game actually acknowledges what I just said, that it's like 2 parts of the depth. We will see. We will see. A large part of me wants to lie, that I didn't know we'd been in the red. It would soften the blow at least, and avoid some unneeded tension. You didn't know about the real number. No! That's unfair! I knew all along. I found out today. I want to refuse. Let's see. The way the game wants to handle it and the way I want to handle it are different if I pick I found out today. But my point stands. I literally just found out in the last phone call just how bad it was. So literally, I learned about it today. The game will treat it as a lie. And I hate that it is, because I would want to go with the truth part, with communication, with dealing with all of this, but I can't bring myself to it. Even if this unlocks a bad ending, it's... I just can't tell that I knew about everything, because no, I didn't. If I'd have known, maybe things were different, or at least I would have been more open about the shit we're on. But like this, I didn't know. I found out today. The owner hired me to cut costs, but I had no idea the cafe was in this much trouble. Oh, wait. Are we actually going with a good route? That nausea from before returns to my stomach. It's literally making me sick. Knowing I'm lying to their faces like this. You're not! That last sentence was true! I am sorry, what? On my first day of work, the owner called to say we were in the red. Yet here I am acting like I'm blind as a bat. Okay, yeah, you lied about the cutting costs thing. We were literally hired to cut costs, because we are slightly in the red from what we have seen. It's unfair. Technically, it's kinda true. I was hired to cut costs. The white lie I tell myself makes me feel better for maybe a couple seconds. While it's true, it's one big ass lie by omission alone. You're serious? You really didn't know? I've said it 3 times now, I won't say the 4th. It's difficult meeting Nana's eyes when she asks. I didn't. As I fought silent at my meager response, she shifts around in place, and I can't tell if she believes me or not. I certainly would have said something if I'd known. Don't make it worse. If I'd known it was this bad. Okay, yeah, I agree. I'm sure Kenter-san would have done more if he'd known. Yes. Right, Kenter-san? I don't even know what more there was to do, because Tay had his A game. The costs were sinking down dramatically, like we're to cut more. Of course, I don't see what he cuts and what stays in and what is going on, but from how it sounds like, he's done everything. So with it not Yeah, he he would have made them look for jobs way sooner, I guess. With Senna trying to mediate, I give her a weak smile for her efforts. This isn't easy for me. It's not easy for any of us, really. Anything to help with the day, though? I'll take at this point. Yeah, of course. We would have figured something out. We wouldn't. Then you did your best. Is that really what happened? Something about this doesn't add up. Senna's smile is a welcome reprieve from the tension until Ayasaka throws out her accusation. She always had the quickest wit of the group. Please, Ayasaka-san, let it go. What do you mean? It's one thing to save money. It's another to up and slice our hours in half without even consulting us. Hey, I was new at the job. What prompted that? The room falls silent once more and I catch Nanase's deathly glare. Damn it, Hayasaka-san. That's why you're the bottom of the ranks for me. That's not true, Kento-san. Right? Of course I would have said something. My palms are getting sweaty. I shouldn't have lied like this. You're better off giving no excuse than giving a lousy one. My parents would often say, I'm eating those words as we speak. Then why? Why did you cut our hours? Nanase returns to Hayasaka's question and I'm at a loss. I did that exactly because I wanted us out of the red. The owner didn't direct me to. I chose to. Letting out a sigh, I give up. Might as well get it over with. Game. So it wasn't even a real choice to begin with. I'm feeling so dirty now. Although I had my reasons. I still think I had my good reasons. I knew the cafe was struggling. I knew it wasn't trouble. I just didn't know how much. Yes! Yes! Okay, I take it. I take it. I'm on a roller coaster of emotions right now because while the game still treats it as a lie, it still says the truth. Okay, let's see where it goes. I won't change my honest answer. I would only get with another answer if we're actually going for a specific route, but I stick to it. I knew it. Both Senna and Ayase averted the gazes from me. I've failed them. Explain it! Just explain it! You did a good start. Go through! All of them. Worse yet, I let myself get caught up in lying to the girls. Ayase tears up and... no! Nanase curses. I'm sorry. I should have said something. Don't say that. Just say why you didn't say anything. Get out the whole truth, you idiot! Well, you didn't. You led us on, and even let us trust you. We told you, Kento-san. This is a family. Families help each other. Not stab each other in the back. I did the best I could. I step away when Nanase approaches me. There's nothing left for me to say. The utter disgust and disappointment in her blue eyes tears through me. If there was anything I could say, anything to calm her down, to comfort all four of the girls, it would already be out of my mouth. Instead, I stand there helplessly, ready for whatever punishment the silver-haired maid has in store. Yep, I thought as much. I close my eyes just as Nanase's open hand slaps me across the face. The force of her slap nearly takes me off the feet. I wince through the sharp stings where her hands connected. Opening my eyes, I expected another round. But instead, Nanase stands in front of me, tears streaming down her face. Ayase and Sen are both standing there in shock because someone had actually hidden me. Ayasaka, however, has her arms crossed like she'd expected it. Nanase-kunai. And is gone. Nanase makes an abrupt turn and leaves before I can finish speaking. We hear the door slam on their way out, startling everyone. Not a word is said. There's nothing more to say. Everyone's had enough. We'll keep the cafe closed today. I end the conversation and retreat back to my office. That slap from Nanase hurts like hell. As soon as I sit down, I grab the soda I brought and press it to my cheek. Not much relief, but it's better than nothing. Maybe it's best we just close now. After everything that's happened, can't imagine anyone wanting to walk into this place anymore. Not only that, but who the hell would even want to see me after today? Once a failure, always a failure. I feel like we're on a bad end here. Ironically, after so much care for the restaurant, it was in vain for nothing. Like, what did I say? Yeah, I know it's a dating game, but let's first try to get the the cafe running, and then go with one of the girls. Well, here I am. Cafe about to close, and girls absolutely hating me. This is slightly embarrassing. At least I didn't run away from things this time. Though, perhaps I should have. Logging into my computer, I skim through the emails on our social media. Why? I don't know. Passes the time and makes for a distraction, I guess. Anything to get my mind off things, I'll take. Do I answer the door? Did Nanase come back for round 2? Maybe I should pretend like I'm not here. Nah, that'd even be shittier for me to do. Come in. Of course. The door opens up by just a crack and Senna pokes her head though. She's reluctant about stepping inside and hovers there for a moment. Senna-kun, did you need something? I tried to sound cheerful. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I tried to sound cheerful, or at least normal, but it comes out forced. Very forced. No, just... She holds up a bag of ice. Oh my god, such an angel! Oh god! Thought you might need this. I hold up my soda, giving her a weak smile. I shake it around a bit. I've got this, but thanks for thinking of me. Senna nods. She stands there for a few seconds, like a lost puppy sitting on the road. I want to invite her in, but I doubt she wants to be here. I don't want to be here. It's okay. You can go home. I close things up, not like it would take long. She doesn't say anything but closes the door and leaves. Honestly, I'm surprised she stopped. It's in her nature, I guess. But in a way, I'm comforted, knowing she cared enough to bring ice. Probably thinks I deserved it. She's not wrong. Guess from here on out, we just need to see where the days take us. Only after everyone has left do I even bother stepping out of my office. I make sure to wait at least an hour before even opening my door. Call it cowardly, but with how the morning went, I see no reason to force the girls to have to deal with me. I just hope they'll be able to accept what's happening. They don't have a choice. Besides, the sooner they can accept things, the sooner they can move on to better and brighter futures. All of this for nothing. I let out a sigh and close up the cafe for the day. Who knows if it will be even open tomorrow. What was that sound effect? The week passes in a blur. We end up staying closed on Tuesday as well. Guess no one had it in them to stop by. After that, the girls slowly trickle back in. Wednesday ends up being half day with only Senna and Hayasaka. Senna, I can imagine. Hayasaka, for the family aspect, maybe? Maybe nothing better to do and not wanting to be alone at home. Makes sense. Thursday is the same. By Friday, though, we're back up to 4 mates again. No one really talks to me unless they need to, so I stay huddled up in my office. Whenever I peek my head out, I see smiles. Fake smiles. Fake laughs. The customers can't tell, but I can. Because every time someone returns to the kitchen, their smile fades and the tears return. Oh, game, why? Guess this is how it ends. What? Is this really the end? Achievement unlocked. Is it? Are we halfway or something? Sunday, last day. Oh, well, wait. We had our A game with the cafe, so it is not the end of things. Unless the cafe closing down is an integral part of this. Like, don't care for the cafe, take one of the girls and... No, the game is not called Cafe. Wait. Oh no. Is this how it goes? The cafe closes down and our choice is just to take one girl while it lasts and for the time after the No. This is not how it... No. Sunday. The day arrives faster than I thought it would. Is that a good thing? Bad thing? I honestly can't really tell. Maybe it's a bit of both. Can be. On one hand, I'm going to miss this place. The sights, the sounds, the girls. Definitely will miss the girls. On the other hand though, the sooner I'm out of the picture, the sooner everyone can hopefully move on. If I've done more, if I hadn't lied, maybe things could be different. Please, game, please don't let this be a jab against me. I passed the day by sitting in a secluded corner booth with my computer. The office feels more like a prison at this point. Besides, I want to at least try to enjoy seeing the customers with our mates one last time. And in between mate gazing, I do work here and there. Don't tell me I actually... Did I start a bad end with a lie? You know why I lied? I just didn't think it would be that bad. Are you guys really closing down? Yes, master. I'm very sorry for the inconvenience. I'm afraid today is our last day. No way! I thought it was just a rumor. Or am I gonna go for a Tokonoko mates after this? I don't know. You girls are so talented, especially you. I followed your modeling. And if I'd known about the closing, I would have come in more often to see you. Thank you, master. I'm going to miss serving all of you. The interaction is bittersweet. These customers truly care about the mates here. Senna being the most popular of the four, Excuse me? Wasn't Hayasaka the most popular of the list? Senna was number 2? Senna or Nanase? I can't place them, and Ayase and at the least. Maybe it shifted during the weeks. She is almost flustered with how every customer she attends tries to comfort her. Oh no. The day passes without a hiccup, and soon the last of the customers are paying their tabs and heading out the door. I stay in my little corner booth, watching all four mates see the customers off, giving each one a final bow, even a handshake in some cases. By the time the final customer exits the cafe, I'm blinking out tears. It's over. It's really, truly over. All of our hard work, all of the hours everyone put in, all of it was for nothing. Maybe it was too much to expect me to turn things around. Maybe keeping the cafe's financial state a secret is what did us in. I may never know. That's it. It's really over. Come on. Better get changed. Hayasaka places a hand on Nanase's shoulder and walks the silver-haired maid back to the locker room. Ayase and Sena follow behind in silence. I watch the four disappear down the back hall. The sound of the door closing behind them echoes the end of much more than a job. It's the end of a family. I try to focus on sending out a few outstanding emails, but every time I try to type, I just think of the girls. Every whisper, every creak of the floor puts my attention from the laptop and over to the locker room. I want to check on them, even if it's just poking my head into the locker room. I want to know that they are alright. I can't bring myself to leave this booth though. They say nothing is worse than breaking someone's heart, so the damage never truly heals. I didn't break one heart though, I broke 4. 4 of the most beautiful, lively hearts I'd ever seen. Now lay smashed under my feet. As is the first to emerge from the locker room. Her body trembles as she struggles to hold herself together. The silver-haired maid drops herself into a booth near the door, far from me. I watch what remains of her heart spill out as the girl presses her hands against her face and starts to sob. The strongest of the 4, Nanase's whimpers fill the cafe. I should do something. Ayasaka bursts out of the locker room, tears streaking across her face. Nagishi! It's surreal, like I'm watching a movie. Ayasaka spots the crying Nanase and rushes over to her. Oh, Nagichi! She whimpers out, wrapping her arms around the girl, putting Nanase into her comforting hug. Ayasaka, I'm so sorry. I tried so hard for everyone. I didn't want this to happen. I failed. It wasn't even on you! She cries into Hayasaka's shoulder. The defeat in her voice shakes even Hayasaka. The pink-haired girl reaches up and strokes her friend's head just to calm her. You didn't let us down, Nagichi. Please, it's not your fault. It's mine. It's all my fault. It is. I swore I'd protect you, all of you. This cafe, Hayasaka. I'm sorry. It's okay. Oh, Nagichi. Ayasaka cradles Nanase in her arms, but it's too much. Holding her friend close, Ayasaka breaks down into tears. She clearly held herself back for Nanase's sake, but it's too much for her. I look away, just listening to the girl's cries and nod. Could have done more. Something. Literally no. There's only one single thing that could have been different, and it's a truth that isn't even the full truth. Anything to prevent this. Should have made no assumptions about how deep in the hole we were. Every last yen should have fought for. There's something to be said for being frugal with one's money. Oh, Senna. Oh, girls. I hear Senna's voice and she hurries over to the booth the moment she spots the two crying. Her cheeks are wet, but of the 3 so far, she's the most composed. She drops herself down next to Hayasaka and wraps her arms around them both. Nanase-kun, Hayasaka-san. We're still a family. Nothing will ever change that. The girls cry right into her arms and Senna presses both right into her chest like a mother. She closes her eyes, soothing the two with her melodic voice. Shh, it's alright. We'll always be together. We're a family and nothing will ever change that. Huh? I'm so focused on Senna, I don't even notice when Ayase takes a seat next to Nanase. The blonde looks almost lost, in shock as she strokes Nanase's back, trying to do something to comfort the girl. Ayase-san. Nanase throws herself at Ayase and I watch the two hug it out. Senna manages an encouraging nod to Ayase and the 4 press close together in that little booth. I can't do this anymore. It's wrong of me to even be here watching this. I just need to leave. The girls won't be able to move on until I'm gone. The sooner I'm out, the better. Gathering my things, I quietly pack up and sneak out of the booth. As long as I can exit the cafe without disturbing them, that's all I really ask. Is this it? There's a spare key for them to lock up with when they're ready, so there's no sense in me taking up space here. I move past the group of girls and into my office. This is really it. After everything that's happened, this is how it ends. I turn off my computer for the last time, close up the laptop, pulling off a few other things from my person. I drop them off onto the desk. I grab the few personal effects that I have, and I'm ready to go. Taking one last look at my phone, pull up our social media page and see a flood of comments from our followers.
It's really over. They're not coming back. Oh my god, I couldn't come today. I'm so sad I missed the close. Best wishes to you all.
It's the end of an era. Emojis flood the comments and I smile. For everything these girls go through, there are so many people that love them. If anything good comes from this, I hope they see there are those that really care. Once I'm ready, I take a deep breath and push myself out of the office. It's time. The girls are still in their booth, reminiscing over their memories. Anase has calmed down a bit, but Hayasaka still won't let go of her. It's cute. Senna and Ayase sit on either end of them, just listening to the girls. I don't bother them. I don't say a word. I just head for the door. Pushing open the door, I take one step outside when my shirt snags on something. Huh? I turn to free myself from the offending hook or whatever the hell has me stuck. Anase? She's got a tuft on off my shirt in her hand, her big blue eyes gazing into mine. Ayase is huddled next to her, watching me. Girls, I'm sorry. Don't go! I'm nearly tackled by the two most athletic girls of the bunch right there. They wrap themselves around me and I grab onto the doorframe just to keep from tipping over. I'm sorry I slapped you. I'm so sorry. Your family. It's not your fault, Sakentro-san. Please, don't leave us. What? I managed to get myself back into the cafe with Nanase and Ayase wrapped around me like frightened puppies when I see both Senna and Hayasaka standing there watching us. You were going to leave without saying goodbye? Once an idiot, always an idiot. Girls, I'm sorry for everything. I didn't want to hurt you anymore. Kendra-san, don't say that. You tried so hard for us. It's my turn to cry. Not that I'm much of a crier, but seeing these four here, I open my arms for them. With Nanase and Ayase already clutching me, the other two huddle around and I feel the warmth of the girl pressing against me. I wish I could have done more for you. Wish it didn't have to be this way. We know, we wouldn't even be here without you. You're like our big brother or something. You can't just leave. Then I'm not going anywhere? I nuzzle the four of them close to me. While Nanase and Hayasaka are out of tears, Ayase and Sena apparently aren't. They cry a little against my shoulder, and I shed more tears than I care to admit. Not everyone is accepting of these four. That's why they needed this cafe. It's a home where they could be themselves, where they could be loved for who they are. Some are more fortunate than others, but here, everyone's the same. Everyone is loved. Now, their home is closing. I can only hope that they find somewhere else that will open its arms like Girls Cafe has. It's not 4 broken hearts anymore. It's 5. Oh, game! I was so close to tears myself. It's over. Everything had worked so hard to achieve, down the drain. How is it that when someone puts everything they have into life, they still fail so spectacularly? I had my missteps, but I worked damn hard to make things right. I'm sorry, girls. I whispered to the wind, hands in my pockets. I wander aimless through the Akihabara. At least I didn't quit. It's hardly any consolidation though. Sure, I stuck with the cafe until closure, but what does it matter if I failed? Did you? Maybe someone else might have done better. How? I pass by shops, cafes, and arcades. Not really sure where I'm going, just letting my legs carry me away from the latest and arguably greatest failure. A punch in the gut. Isn't that the cafe closed though? It's that 4 people lost their jobs because of me. 4 wonderful, beautiful people who needed that cafe more than I ever did. As I wander through the streets, I take a left here and right there, steering myself away from the crowds just to get an ounce of privacy. I never really considered myself an introvert, but after today, I just want to curl myself up into a ball and disappear. Makes sense, yeah. after something happens, we need to run our emotions for 5 minutes. It's both bad to be consumed by those emotions for way too long and to ignore them straight right. So, yeah, you're doing good. A few minutes of wandering pass and I soon find myself standing at the gates of a small, out-of-the-way flower park. It's almost as if this park were placed here just for me, or at least people like me. More than anything, I could use a quiet place to gather my thoughts. Paying the 1,300 yen entrance fee, I wander into the... Okay, I still have this open. 1,300 is about 9 euros. Yeah, okay. Must be a big park. I wander into the park with my hands stuffed into my pockets. What can I say? It's beautiful. Oh. This has an entrance fee? I mean, it surely is beautiful. I just want to sit at the bridge back there, see the water flowing. Oh, that would be nice. What can I say? It's beautiful. The golden rays of sunshine reflect like glitter off a nearby pond. An assortment of flowers line the cobblestone walkway with benches aligned for anyone who wishes to sit and relax. I meander around for a bit, lost in my own thoughts, before eventually sitting down at one of the benches. It's only after dropping into my seat do I realize how exhausted I was. Guess delivering bad news takes a lot out of you. Well, the brain is a muscle, I can imagine. Leaning back, I listen to the chirping of the birds as they fly from tree to tree. A couple of rabbits and some squirrels gather around the pond for a drink. It's quite an adorable scene. How nice it must be as a squirrel to scamper around and gather nuts without a care in the world, just minding one's own business. Never worrying about money or employees, not to mention getting to live in a garden as perfect as this. You guys don't know how good you got it. Eventually, I just let out a sigh. What's the use? I don't know. Maybe I could have done more. The thought hits me for probably the millionth time since the cafe's closure was announced. All the what ifs and if onlys passed through my head. If only I'd had cut hours sooner. It was day 3. 4, 5, 6. It was the first week. How much do you think you would have saved? What if I closed the cafe one day a week to save on utilities? Then you would miss out on income. Can't say I didn't try, I suppose. They say the failure is a better teacher than success. I didn't learn a single thing. Not so sure what I'm supposed to learn from this, though. See? Whatever. I'm getting frustrated just thinking about it. Pulling myself off the bench, I stuff my hands back into my pocket and wander on through the rest of the park. It's quite a lovely place. If only I could enjoy it more. I eventually stumble my way back into the streets of Akihabara. The park, if anything, made for a nice change in pace. Unfortunately, I'll take more than pretty flowers and sparkling water to cheer me up. As I return to wandering the streets, my feet manage to carry me to the front doors of a small bar. I chuckle. Not the first time this has happened, and it probably isn't the last. Might as well. I step inside and grab a seat. With a glass in my hand and a bottle on the table, I settle in for the night. After all, I've got nowhere else to be. Not today, certainly not tomorrow. Rough day, sir? Yeah, something like that. Let me guess, it's one of those, why the hell did I get out of bed kind of days. Pretty much. Yeah. Get them often? More than I care to admit. Whatever it is, don't beat yourself up. As they say, tomorrow is another day. I laugh. Yeah, we'll see about that. The waiter just smiles and goes back to his work. I appreciate the consolation, but there is no tomorrow for Gold's Cafe. There is no tomorrow for Ayase, Ayasaka, Sena, or Nanase. It's over. And yet the game goes on. Let's see where it goes. Downing my glass of sake, I pour another from the bottle and down that one too. A half bottle later, my chin hits the table. The bar starts to spin and my glass blows out of focus. Looks like I'm at my limit. I'm sorry. Oop. We're blacked out. A few... Excuse me, what? A few years have passed since that fateful day. I've tried to move on, tried to put the failure behind me like I always do, but not this time. This time the dream died with the cafe. I spent a few weeks after the closure flipping through the wanted ads. Manager positions would pop out, but every time I hesitated. Another manager position for me will just end in a heartbreak. That's why I ride this train now. I'm not jobless, far from it. Eventually those wanted ads turned up with a basic office job. Punching keys on computers and sifting through piles of meaningless papers. We have a bad end, is my life now. It doesn't have the same appeal or excitement as being a manager, nor the pay, but it gets me by. The monotonous work at the cafe is, in a way, relaxing. I rarely have to interact with people. I finish one paper pile and another immediately takes its place. I go home exhausted, but that's fine. What the hell would I even do with myself if I had free time? Nothing really worth doing anymore. Oh my god. My pocket buzzes with a notification and I pull out my phone. Lady won't be in on Saturday due to a family emergency. Can you work some overtime? I read the message to myself and shrug. Sure, why not? With a few quick taps on the autocomplete, I answer the text with the basic, shouldn't be a problem, and I send the message off. While my phone is out, I check a few messages and scoff at some spam messages for dating sites. Yeah, right. Like I've got what it takes to date anybody. Single life is all I'm made for. It makes me less of a burden, and that's the way it should be. What the hell? This is not just a bad ending. This is crushing. Holy. The train pulls up to a stop and I lean back in my seat, watching as people shift at the Akihabara station. Amongst the crowd of people, I overhear a couple of voices I just know I've heard before. Game, what are you doing? Wait, is this the ship? Nagichi, come on, we're gonna miss the train. I don't want to walk all this stuff home. You just got ice cream, we'll get the next one. No use in making a mess. My heart stops when I see the two girls out in the station, smiling faces and shopping bags. The two are just as happy and just as close as they were years back. Hanase pulls out her phone and Hayasaka leans in, peering at the screen. Oh look, like someone made the front cover again. You would think Senakun would get tired of posing for that magazine. Why? So they can slap your Mintry face on the cover? Hayasaka pouts for a moment until she realizes there's actually ice cream on her face. Then the pink-haired girl bursts into laughter, retorting with something that I don't quite catch. The train lurches forward, pulling out of the station and leaving the two girls behind. I manage to catch them huddling for a selfie, probably to send to Senna or someone. Then the pair disappears from view. The image of them at the station stays with me long after we've put away. I'm stupid. All this time I've spent beating myself up over what I let happen to their cafe. I ruined lives. That's what I would tell myself. In reality though, what happened to Girls Cafe is something that happens every day to thousands of people. What is this now? What have I stumbled into? It sucks, but that's life. People move on, just like Nanase and Hayasaka. I can't help but laugh. All this time, always blaming myself for something that countless people go through. Maybe it's time I let it go. What's done is done. With a little luck, I'll find my place yet in this world. Maybe then I can learn to be just as happy as those two girls. It's worth a shot. The train blows its whistle and I step out of my seat, ready for my stop, ready for my new life. Time to move on. Achievement unlocked.
Dear Manager-san, thank you for playing Girls, and joining us in this bittersweet adventure into which we've poured our hearts and souls. A sincere, heartfelt thank you for those who... Oh, I can't read this quick. I'm sorry. I understand that some of them who have come this far have not purchased yet. Piracy really affects our small studio. That's what the third day was all about, huh? Oh my god. I wonder what it was. Was it that one lie? Has it really been that one lie? I need a moment. Oh god. I am close to tears myself. This was awful. This was awful in all the right ways. I love it because I hate it. So, what's the plan now? We have... I would actually have done things different than Tay has, so I said. The options were a bit limiting, but that's a visual novel for you. So, what do? I would say this is not the end. I don't want it to be the end, and so you don't want. Am I right? So I would say, I need to play through a lot again, because I didn't save. I'm a genius, and we will meet each other again at the, well, after the phone call, and this time we will say the truth, and maybe, just maybe, we will have the whole week to make things right. And if that gives us another bad ending, because we didn't really go for one of the boys there, then I don't know, or then I guess I achieved the middle point of it, where nobody stated, and you can get the game yourself and do things better than I did. I am mumbling words right now, but my brain tries to work out what just happened here. I expected things to go bad, but this is... I need a snack, I need a drink, maybe some good tea, and like I said, we will see us next time back at this awful, awful day. See ya! Bye! Oh my god!